Hey everyone, my name's Chris. I'm a full-time beauty pageant director as my career, but in my spare time, I'm a huge toy collector. I've been collecting toys now for over 40 years. You can officially call me a toyaholic. Thanks so much for checking out my YouTube channel. My channel consists mainly of two things: beauty pageants, which I love, and toys, which I love even more. My dream in life has always been to own a toy museum. So it's finally happened. I've bought a building and now I've got to move this massive collection and value it into the building. We're calling it the Toy Vault because it's an old bank building located in Crystal Springs, Mississippi that actually has two large vaults. So now I'm just going to make a ton of videos and value my toy collection. Then I'm going to make some where I take you shopping with me to thrift stores and flea markets and toy stores to let you see where I find all these goodies. So let's start this episode of valuing my toy collection and value some toys. Well, in today's episode of valuing my toy collection, we are going to value some more Star Wars toys since we have so many shelves of Star Wars toys. So let's just jump right in. Stormtrooper One Day at a Time calendar is worth about $15. And then we have this Hot Wheels Battle Roller C-3PO set that's worth about $10. Have these little Hasbro figures that are worth about $8 for this set. And then we have this glass C-3PO R2-D2 ornament that's worth about $12. I also have this vintage Return of the Jedi glass from Burger King. It's worth about $10. Back in the day, you could always get the coolest glasses, one per week, at some of the fast food restaurants. And then we also have these Pez dispensers from Star Wars, and each of these is worth about $4. Then we have one Ewok from the Ewok Village, and she's worth $15 by herself. We have 5 Pez dispensers, so that's $20. Then we have this Anakin Skywalker figure still in the box, and he's worth about $20. So the Star Wars Rogue One figure, it's worth about $8. We have these vintage bubble bath canisters, and they're worth about $20 each. Chewbacca, Princess Leia, and Darth Vader. I had all of these as a kid, but these weren't my original ones. I replaced them over the years. And then we have the Jabba the Hutt bubble bath container, and he's worth about $20 as well. We have this little Anakin Skywalker mini bust worth about $4, and a Rey Hallmark ornament worth about $13. We have the original landspeeder in the original box, and it's worth $250. Sure wish I had all my original Star Wars toys still in the original box, because if we would have just known then as kids how much this stuff was going to be worth when we were adults, we would have all kept it in the box. Next we have this Star Wars Lego hat. It's worth about $8. We have a small little Darth Vader the Fighter TIE Fighter ship worth $8. And then these little sunglasses of Star Wars with their case, and they're worth about $5 each. Little Yoda figure that's worth about $8, and then these two little figures that are worth about $10 for the set. Then we have a Yoda still in the box, he's worth $30, and a BB-8 mug that's worth $10. I have some Star Wars Valentines that are worth about $10, and then a little neon Yoda light worth about $16. Then we have a Jar Jar dancing figure in a box, he's worth $50. Then hidden here in the middle, we have an Ultimate Hair Queen Amidala doll that's worth about $25 still in the box. And then we have 3 Queen Amidala nice kind of fancy dolls that are in the box, and this one's worth $35 and the next 2 are worth $30 each. Now I think we probably paid $15 each for these because they went on clearance. I think they made too many of these. That's why they didn't really increase in value. But I kind of thought when I bought them, they would easily be worth $100 each one day. But that's not the case. They're worth more like $30, $35. Then we have a couple of Valentine suckers, like the little lollipop holder. One's Yoda and one is the Mandalorian. And these are worth about $6 each. I paid 99 cents for them on clearance after Valentine's Day. Alright, next we have some 12-inch figures. We have Rey, and she's worth about $15 loose like this. And then we have a 2013 Luke Skywalker 12-inch figure. He's worth about $20 loose. And then we have a vintage Princess Leia from the 70s. She's not in her original condition or with a belt, so she's only worth about $15 in that condition. And then we have a 2015 Finn figure. He's worth about $15 as well. And then we have the 13-inch Chewbacca figure, and he's probably worth about $15 as well. And then we have this. This is like one of my star pieces in the collection. It's a display stand. It's from the 70s, and you had to send in your UPC codes from the back of your figures to order it through the mail. And I actually did that. This one, it's in mine. It's a replacement one. They go on eBay anywhere from $400 to $1,500. So I'm going to value mine at $600 because it's in pretty good condition, and so are the figures. Or little stuff. We have this little droid figure. He's worth about $15, even in that condition. We have a Darth Vader M&M ornament, who's worth about $13. And we have a vintage Star Wars little catalog with everything you can order from Kenner, and it's worth about $12. And then we have these little candy fans. They need some batteries so they'll work again, but the Darth Vader one is worth about $10. See, it's the same as the ornament over there. Couldn't get him to work. I tried. And then we also have a Chewbacca one. He's worth more like $8. We have this 2015 Hot Wheels car, and it's worth about $6. And then these two loose figures of Kanan Jarrus and Han Solo worth $14 and $20. And then we have these little ornaments. They're made of glass. They're very nice, and they're still in the package. And these are worth at least $10 each. So that's another $40 we can add to our total. Have a little plastic Star Wars bowl worth about $1, and then in the back we have that Qui-Gon Jinn figure. He's worth about $8, and then a little C-3PO necklace from the 70s. This is worth about $25. I had one and I wore mine to school all the time. This little picture I had framed. It's not worth anything, but it's really cute, so I'm just going to put it somewhere in the toy museum and let people get a little laugh. And then I have this little empty canister that's probably worth about $3. It's not worth much. And then this is a picture of me as a kid in my stormtrooper costume. This is priceless. This isn't worth any money, but to me it's worth a lot. I wanted to enter the school Halloween costume competition, and my mom let me enter even though there were like 3 other stormtroopers, but I sure thought I was gonna win. Then I have this cool picture of a galaxy far, far away. It's like a 3D picture, about $20. And then we have the child backpack. It's worth about $15. Then you have some cool Funko Ewok cereal that's worth about $15. And also on this row, we have this little Rey Disney Store figure worth about $15 still in the box. And then a little Chewbacca figure worth about $12 because the top of the box is a little messed up, but still worth about $12. These Star Wars Buddies plush, they're kind of like Beanie Babies. C-3PO is worth about $10. R2-D2 is worth about $15. Chewbacca is worth $16. And Darth Maul comes out at about $17. And then we have Yoda. He's worth about $13. Then we have the Jawa. He's worth about $16. We have Max Rebo. He's worth $25. And then Qui-Gon Jinn's worth about $15. And the Ewok's worth about $20. Then we have this Jar Jar Binks electronic talking figure that's worth about $25 in the box. And then this large figure in the box worth about $30. My poor nephew Hunter was so scared of this doll when he was a baby. If they were in the same room, we had to remove the doll because he would just start crying. He was so scared of it. So he was not a Jar Jar Binks fan. Next, we have a couple more of the Queen dolls. We have this one in the orange ombre type of dress, worth about $15. And then this next one is worth about $30. And then the last one's worth about $25. And next up we have a large Watto figure still in the box. He's worth about $30. And then we have this large Qui-Gon Jinn figure, episode 1. He's worth about $35. And then we have this set of the big figs of Rey and Kylo Ren, and they're worth about $40 for this set. Then behind these figures, I had a couple comic books hidden. Now, I'm not a big comic book type of guy, but I looked them up and they're about $75 for all 4 of those. So I'll probably keep them and frame them and put them with the Star Wars collection. Then I had these 3 little flags that are worth about $5 each. They're reproductions, but they'll be cute hanging in the toy museum. So that's another $15 we can add to our grand total. Well, in our previous 181 episodes of Value in My Toy Collection for our YouTube series, our total was $519,500. Now with this video, with our Star Wars collection, we can add another $2,132 to our grand total, which makes our grand total for episode 182 $521,632. Now remember, I am no millionaire. I've just been collecting toys at thrift stores and flea markets and eBay through my life, and they've just grown into this giant total. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you're enjoying these. It's a lot of work, but I like to see what my toy collection's worth. And if you'd like to follow it in detail, you can follow me on Facebook under the Toy Vault of Mississippi.